Today we'll be making the pink lace earrings and pendant. Today we'll be making the pink lace pendant and earrings. You'll need to cut a comfortable length of 6-pound fire line. And today we're going to use a size 13 needle. You're going to need a thinner needle for this project. And you're going to pick up a crystal rondelle 8mm, a size 11 seed bead, another crystal rondelle, another seed bead. You'll do this a total of 6 times. And now you'll bring them all together. And then you're going to tie a double knot so they form a ring. And then just pull. And you're going to reinforce that by sewing through everything one more time. And then you'll sew through the next crystal rondelle and size 11 seed bead, so you'll be away from your knot. After you've reinforced, you're going to pick up 3 size 15 seed beads, a super duo, a size 11 seed bead, a super duo, and 3 more size 15 seed beads. Bring those down to your crystal circle, and you're going to sew through the 11O seed bead in the circle, just the seed bead. Now you're ready to pick up 3 15O seed beads, a super duo, a size 11 seed bead, a super duo, and 3 15O seed beads. Bring those down. And now you'll sew through the 11O seed bead in the circle, just the 11O. And now you're ready to repeat that. You're going to pick up 3 size 15-0 seed beads, a super duo, a size 11 seed bead, a super duo, and 3 15-0 seed beads. Bring those down. And now you're going to sew through the 11-0 seed bead, just the seed bead. And you'll continue this step all the way around the circle. After you've completed this step, you're going to sew up through the 3 15-0 seed beads and the super duo. Then you're going to sew through the second hole of the super duo. Now you're ready to pick up your 6mm crystal, and you'll sew through the next super duo, that second hole. Then you'll pick up 3 super duos, and you'll sew through the next super duo, the second hole. Then you're going to pick up your 6mm crystal, and you'll sew through the second hole of the next super duo. Now you're ready to pick up 3 more super duos, and sew through the second hole of the next super duo. Now you'll pick up your 6mm crystal, and you'll sew through the second hole of the next super duo. Then you'll pick up 3 super duos, and you're ready to sew through the second hole of the next super duo. And you'll continue this step all the way around the circle. After you've completed this step, you're going to sew through the 6mm crystal, And the next two super duos, there's 1, 2, and you want to come out right at the top super duo. And this one is the one I'm talking about. So you're going to have to sew through it so that you can add on your seed bead embellishment. So now you're ready to pick up 8 15-0 seed beads. And you'll go around to the bottom hole and sew through that same super duo. So your seed beads fit snugly around the super duo. Then you've got to sew through the next 2 super duos. Sew through your 6mm crystal. Then you're going to sew through the next 3 super duos. And you want to come out at the top super duo. This is the one that you embellish the seed beads with. And you're going to pick up 8 15-0 seed beads. And then you're going to sew down through the first hole of that super duo. And now you're ready to move on. So you'll sew down through the next 2 super duos. Then you'll sew through your 6mm crystal. Now you'll sew through the next 3 super duos. And you're going to come out at that top super duo so you can embellish with your seed beads. Now you'll pick up 8 size 15-0 seed beads. and you'll sew through the bottom hole of that same Super Duo. And you'll continue this step all the way around. So after you've completed your embellishment of your Super Duos with your 15-0 seed beads, you're going to add on your bail for your pendant. And what you'll need to do is sew through the Super Duo this 6mm crystal. Then you'll sew through the next 2 Super Duos. Now you're going to need to get into position so that you can add on your bail. So you'll sew up through the second hole of this Super Duo. Then you'll pick up 4 size 11-0 seed beads. You'll pick up a Super Duo. Then you'll pick up 3 size 11-0 seed beads. And you'll pick up a 6mm crystal. Now you'll pick up 3 size 11-0 seed beads, and you're going to sew through the second hole of the Super Duo. Now you'll pick up 4 size 11-0 seed beads, and you're going to sew through the second hole of this Super Duo. And you'll need to adjust your seed beads a little bit so they sit nice. And now you'll sew down through this Super Duo and the next Super Duo. And then you're going to want to reinforce this bail several times, and you'll just follow the same thread path go through the 6mm crystal, the next 2 super duos, the size 11 seed beads, the super duo, size 11 seed beads, crystal, size 11 seed beads, super duo, and size 11 seed beads. You'll do that 3 times. Then when you've completed that, I would go through everything on the top row just to reinforce, and then you'll make a double knot. You'll feed through and cut off your excess thread. You'll need to do the same thing with your tail. You'll feed it through, tie a double knot, and cut it off. And this is your pendant. Now we're ready to make the pink lace earring. You're going to be using 6mm crystal rondelles and 4mm crystals for the earring. You'll pick up a crystal, a size 11O seed bead, a crystal, and a size 11O seed bead. You'll do this a total of 6 times. Now you're going to form a circle and tie a double knot. And pull your thread and bring that knot down. And you're going to reinforce. Then you're going to sew through that first rondelle and 11O seed bead. You're going to come out right there after the 11O. Now that you've completed your circle, you're going to pick up 2 15O seed beads, a super duo, 11O seed bead, a super duo, and 2 15O seed beads. And now you'll sew through the next 11O seed bead on your circle. Then you'll pick up 2 15O seed beads, a super duo, an 11O seed bead, a super duo, and 2 15O seed beads. And you'll sew through the next 11O seed bead on your circle. And now you're ready to pick up two 15-0 seed beads, a super duo, an 11-0 seed bead, a super duo, and two 15-0 seed beads. And you'll sew through the next 11-0 seed bead on your circle. And you'll continue this until you reach the end of the circle. Once you've completed that step, you're going to need to get in the position so that you can add on. So you'll sew up through the two 15s and the super duo. And now you're going to go through that second hole going in the opposite direction of your neck of this super duo. And you'll pick up a 4mm crystal, and you'll go through the second hole of the next super duo. Now you'll pick up three super duos. And you'll sew through the second hole of the next super duo. And now you're going to pick up a 4mm crystal, and you'll sew through the second hole of the next super duo. Now you're ready to pick up three super duos. Then you'll go through the second hole of the next super duo. And you're going to pick up your 4mm crystal, sew through the second hole of the next super duo. And then you'll pick up three super duos. Sew through the second hole of the next super duo. And you'll continue this step all the way around your circle. So now we're ready to embellish with our 15-0 seed beads. You'll sew through your 4mm crystal. And what we're trying to do is get into the right position so that we can embellish. You'll sew through the next 2 super duos. And we're trying to get to the top super duo. You'll have to sew through that bottom hole. And you're right here at the top one. And now you're ready to pick up your 8 15-0 seed beads. And what you'll do is you'll go through that same hole that you came out of, and you'll go in the opposite direction. So now you're going to go down through 2 super duos, and we're working our way over to the next super duo that we're going to embellish. You'll go through your 4mm crystal. And then you'll go through the next 2 super duos. And then you'll sew through that top super duo. And now you're ready to pick up your 8 15-0 seed beads. Now you're going to sew back through the hole that you came out of, going in the opposite direction. Now you've got to work your way over to the next super duo to embellish. You're going to sew through the next 2 super duos. And you'll sew through the 4mm crystal. And then you'll sew through the next 2 super duos. And then you'll sew through the bottom hole of the top super duo. And now you're ready to embellish that one. You're going to pick up 8 15-0 seed beads. And then you're going to sew back through the same hole that you came out of, going in the opposite direction. And you'll continue this step all the way around the earring. Now we're ready to add on our wire protector. And you'll go through the 3/15s that embellish that top super duo. And now you'll pick up your wire protector. Go through your wire protector. And you'll skip over 2 seed beads and come down through the next 3 seed beads. And then you're going to reinforce by sewing through the seed beads and wire protector at least 2 more times. Then I like to go through the top beads and reinforce everything 1 more time. Then you'll need to make a double knot. So you'll come through your loop and you'll pull your thread and make your knot. And I like to put a double knot in. It's more secure. You'll do the same. Sew up under your thread. Sew through your loop. And you've got your double knot. Then I like to sew down through my beads and put another half hitch or a knot in for security. Just sew up under your thread through your loop. And then you're going to sew down through your beads again. And you'll cut off your excess thread. You'll do the same with your tail. You'll sew through your beads and put a knot in there and then sew through and cut off the excess thread. So now you're going to attach your ear wire to your earring, and you'll pick up your ear wire, and you'll need pliers for this. You're going to open your ear wire, and you'll slip on your earring. And now you'll close your ear wire. And then the pendant, to use the bail, you'll just take your beading wire and go through the 6mm crystal, and that completes your set. And this completes the pink lace earring and pendant.